Well, hello, friends. Byron Belka here. Hopefully, you're having a great day wherever you're at. And I'm excited to just take a couple minutes today and give you a little bit of education as far as what does it take for a blockchain to see success, because you're going to hear more and more of it every day. You're going to hear all kinds of different things. There is a lot of Wild West going on out there. And guys, I'm here to tell you, there's still stuff you got to be cautious about for sure, especially with what we've seen, what we've experienced. I know myself, I've learned the hard way on a lot of things getting to where I'm at today. But I want to talk about what does it really have to have for a blockchain or a token to see success. Now, you're going to hear a lot of new things happening and a new blockchains going out. What you want to make sure you have are three main things. And the first thing that you've got to have, if you want a blockchain to see success long term, is you have got to have, and I'm going to pull this back up here. You got to have what we call a little bit of, you got to have utility. Okay. So what is utility? Utility is a purpose. See, the day of these meme coins, there's hundreds or thousands of these meme coins out there right now, right? And we see them coming, but what can Dogecoin really do right now? What can Shiba Inu, even though there's money behind it, there's a lot of money in it, but what is the utility? Which is, what is the purpose? Because right now, the reason you're seeing so many blockchains starting up is it's kind of like a land grab. The first people that can create a token in a blockchain for rideshare, and they get known for that, they're going to own that category. The first people that can own presentation software or mining or financial services or you name it, they have a huge advantage because their token, their blockchain has a purpose. So you have to have a utility. What the project that I'm working on right now, we are focused on health and wellness, decentralizing healthcare. Okay, to products and services that have to do with health. That is the utility. That is the purpose. So you have to make sure that there's a thing out there. If it's just a bunch of people, hey, we're going to create this token and we're going to get around it as a group and we're going to focus on this together, we're going to use it and we're going to create the popularity behind it. That's not going to last long term. And as we've seen, there have been a lot of companies that have tried that. They've come and they've gone. They've come and they've gone because there's not a real utility. So what is the purpose of that blockchain? What is the purpose of that token? If it doesn't have one, like I'm saying, in 5 to 10 years, I believe a lot of these meme tokens are going to be gone. And the only tokens, the only blockchains that will really be there are the ones that have a real purpose and are really doing something and are tied to something. The blockchain is tied to something. It's doing something. So utility is key. The second thing that you've got to have if you want to see success is you got to have a community. So if you don't have something that is a real world revenue business, see, a lot of times people try to think that the token is the business. The token is what it's all about. The token is the reward. It's almost like a Marriott point or a Delta flyer mile. Okay? Delta is about flying people. It's planes, it's flights. The flyer mile is in the back of the business. It's a reward. If somebody is trying to make a blockchain and tell you that the token is the purpose of everything, the token is the business, then it's off. Okay? It's got to have a real world revenue. You got to have a real purpose, and the reward of the token is on the back burner. It's secondary. It can't be the first thing. So you have to have a community around something other than a token. What is it that utility is offering? Just like Marriott points, it's hotel stays, it's vacations, all that stuff. And then you get points for doing that. If you have a real token, a crypto token that's going to make it in the future, there has to be a community around a real business, around that real purpose. Because if you have a token and there's utility, but there's no community, it doesn't matter either. Even if it has a purpose, you got to have people buy into that purpose or it's not going to matter, right? So that's the second thing that you've got to have for a blockchain to see success. The third thing that you have to have is you have to have liquidity. Okay, so as that community grows, people are going to be using that token for things in that community, things outside of it. But as that moves, there's transactions and there's volume. And if there's people that are using that token to trade and use, for example, health and wellness services or health and wellness products, or things that have to do with the utility of that token and that blockchain, then the more the transactions are, the bigger the community is, the more the liquidity there is. And liquidity is what can I exchange in the marketplace for this token or for whatever this blockchain is representing. Because it doesn't matter if somebody has 1 million tokens of something if nobody cares, if nobody's going to trade you for it, if there's no value in the world. And so you've got to have liquidity. And liquidity needs to be based on transactions. How is that being used? Are people using their merit reward points, for example? Now, if that was on a blockchain, it would be different, but it's not. Are people using what that blockchain is for? So if I'm focused on a health and wellness blockchain, are people using those tokens for health and wellness products? Are they using that to be able to make themselves better, store information, everything that has to do with health and wellness? Can the token be used for that? Can it be traded for other things besides, amongst the community, just trading amongst themselves? Is there value there? Because more transactions, the more liquidity, the more somebody could cash out even outside of the community and say, I want to swap this or trade this for Bitcoin, or I want to trade this for Ethereum, or I want to trade this for USDT, an actual whatever currency, and I want to swap that into fiat. Okay, you've got to have liquidity or it doesn't matter, because you have all these tokens and you can't do anything with them, then who cares, right? So those are the three things when it comes to utility, community, and liquidity that have to be in place if you want a blockchain and a token and a reward to have value. Now, remember that, because if it's only about a token and the token is the business, it's going to be short-lived, as we've seen again, and again. Right now, like I said, it's a land grab for those people that are trying to grab the different categories. That's why billions of dollars is being spent, actually trillions of dollars is being spent on blockchain right now. And it is going to disrupt the world like we've never seen, Web3. So those are three things and tips. Hopefully they help. And if they don't, let's look a little bit deeper into them and understand that, so that you can understand what these three things are, because it's going to matter. So hopefully you all have a fabulous day. I'm Byron Belka. This is Next Level. And hopefully you're going next level with me, because the future is in our hands for those that see it and are a part of it and can do something with it.